What's cracking with your snacking snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, and I'm getting in the time machine today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going back 5 years. That's right, because this month is the 5th anniversary of Pizza Night, and I'm going back to what I think was my first negative review way back in 2012. I have returned to New York Pizza Factory, which is now called New York Pizza Factory Plus. What's the plus stand for? We'll find out as Pizza Night's On the Road Spring and Summer Tour continues. You are looking live at New York Pizza Factory Plus on the corner of Columbia Pike and Little River Turnpike in Annandale, Virginia. We're right across from a Lone Max right there, and then also right over there is a Cash for Gold. There's all kinds of places like that in this particular area of Annandale for some reason now. I'm actually in a Walgreens parking lot to take a look at this pizza from New York Pizza Factory Plus, which used to be called just New York Pizza Factory, but apparently there's a plus now because they've got an empty section right next door. I don't really know about that, but as you can see, it's all kind of obscured by the trees anyway. Anyway, so inside this box right here with this handy looking chef on it is a pizza. And that pizza smells absolutely delicious, guys. Holy crap. So let me go ahead and open this bad boy up for you. And there you go. What I have here is a large pizza with pepperoni and steak on it. Now you're going to say, where's the pepperoni at? I might see some steak here and there, but I'm definitely not seeing any pepperoni. Well, here at New York Pizza Factory Plus, they actually bury the toppings for the most part underneath the cheese. Now, to me, that's not ideal when it comes to pepperoni because it limits the chance that you're going to get any kind of crispiness to the pepperoni or any browning to the edges or anything like that. But, you know, I'm willing to be open about it. Papa John's used to do it like that for years, and they stopped doing it at some point. You can see nice pieces of steak, however, kind of peeking out there. And if you look real closely, you are going to see a little bit of pepperoni here and there, like right there. All right, guys, let me go ahead and see if I can't pull out a 420 slice out of this thing for you and show it to you. Well, that was a bit of a struggle, and this thing is piping freaking hot, man. But look at all of those toppings. Some of that cheese stretched off so you can see the redness of the sauce there. Yeah, I had to kind of transplant things back on there. It looks to be a mess, guys, and I bet you it's going to be a yummy mess because it sure smells good. This thing was originally supposed to be $16.49, as their large cheese is $11.99. It's $1.50 for the pepperoni and $3 for the steak, but they gave me a mysterious $6.49 discount. Not sure why, so that brought it to $10.60. Pretty good deal for this large pizza, which happens to be a 14-inch. All right, guys, I'm going to put this 420 slice down before it melts to my hand, and I'll be right back to put it in my mouth on Pizza Night. Alright, gang, a quick synopsis of what went down between New York Pizza Factory and myself way back in 2012. Basically, I was still getting a lot of the pizzas delivered to my house at that point rather than picking them up or going out to the location like I did today. And it took forever for this delivery. I mean, you can check out the video if you want. It's back from the cell phone days, so it's not the best quality, but yeah, I think I ordered the pizza at about 8 o'clock, and I didn't end up getting everything resolved until probably close to 10 or something like that. And they had the toppings wrong, and they claimed that it was slow because it was raining, but it wasn't raining. So there was a lot of things going on at that point. I'm willing to forgive and forget, and for the first time in 5 years, I'm here to taste their pizza, which I do remember tasted pretty good, even though they delivered the wrong pizza and it took a long time and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this slice that's not quite as destroyed as that 420 got when I tried to pick it up, and show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. You got a nice pliable crust similar to a Domino's crust, in my opinion. Again, the toppings are predominantly under the cheese, and if you see there, you got a nice brown bake to the cheese. That's one thing that you do get when you have the toppings underneath a little bit more frequently. Smells great, looks great. I'm gonna put it in my mouth and it'll look even better there. Sorry if you hear a little bit of engine noise in the background now, but some jerk in a short bus just backed up and left this bus running with the engine going. I don't know. He went into the Walgreens over here. Anyhow, that pizza's really, really tasty. It's almost like if Papa John's and Domino's had a baby that tasted better than either one of them. Because it's not like pizzeria quality or anything like that. It's kind of like your Domino's, your Papa John's, with the exception of the cheese. I think is a higher quality. The crust is fairly basic. It really does remind me of a combination of Papa John's and Domino's, somewhere right in the middle of that. A little bit chewy, with a little bit of an outer crisp to it, but otherwise fairly pliable, and a decent flavor, but not that real good pizzeria New York flavor that I like a lot. The sauce is really sweet. I like a good sweet sauce, so it lends more towards the Papa John's on that end, but I think it tastes better than Papa John's sauce. A little more authentic tasting, in my opinion. The cheese, like I was saying, is where the real superstar is in this particular pie. It doesn't stretch real good, but it does have a nice smoky yet creamy flavor. A good blanket for the toppings, and it really is the blanket since it's sitting on the top of the toppings. Pepperoni is not that noticeable being underneath there. That's another thing. The pepperoni just tends to get lost in the cheese. A little bit of confusion there in terms of that. However, the steak is really, really good and on point. It's nice and juicy. It's got a nice grilled flavor, almost like it's been marinated with some grilled onions as well. I like the way that tastes a lot. Not quite as good as the one from my Fat Daddy pizza from a few weeks ago that I made, right? But pretty darn good overall. Putting all of that together, I think I'm going to go ahead and give this pizza a pretty good 7/8 of a thumbs up. If the pepperonis were a little more on point, I think this might get perfect for what it is, particularly for this price of about 10 bucks. For 16, you might slide back down to that 3/4, guys. But either way, I think the fences are mended. I forgive you for the atrocities of the past. Thank you very much for making me a nice pizza today. I'm going to be eating this for the rest of the night and having a good dinner. What are you having for dinner tonight? Let me know in the comments down below. What kind of pizza, from where, what kind of toppings, whatever. I know it's pizza night, so you're having pizza, right? Also, join the sAs group on Facebook by clicking on the link down below in the description. Hundreds of the coolest people in the world that are in our group, and you should be too. Why aren't you? Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. When you do, make sure you use the hashtag SnackSociety. Make sure you help us march to 1 million views. We're trying to get that done as soon as possible. And it's within reach, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.